Hi beautiful, it's Snow White. This is going to be another lifestyle vlog. Right now I'm drinking my coffee on my patio, just enjoying it. It was like a rain shower this morning, and me and my cat Cosmo are just bonding. Something that I've been meditating on is the Radiant Sutras. It's like the Yoga Sutras. In this one, this passage right here I keep coming back to for the past couple days, and it's muktava. It's certain Sanskrit words and their definition. Muktava is, or at least this part of the book, muktava means loosened up, freed, let go, having liberated oneself, having attained final emancipation, having putting aside, accepting, accept, save. Muktava is the energy of liberation. I want to be free. I want room to live. I want to express all the life that's in me. This urge is a primordial force, one of the strongest impulses in a human being. If you want to thrive in yoga, connect with this unstoppable force in yourself and let meditation be a space for you to let energy run wild. Each area of your body, each vibrating wheel of delicious energy may have its own idea of freedom. Your sexual center may want a certain kind of contact. Your solar plexus may want to feel powerful. Your heart may ache for flow freely in love. Your head is concerned with its own agenda. One of the keys to a healthy meditation practice is to give yourself permission to feel all of who you are. Cherish all of your instincts and emotions as you introduce the feeling of muktava into your meditations. All your energy centers may start talking with each other about what they want, giving you fantasies and sensations. This is good. Enjoy the show and practice the skill of conversation. Let everyone talk and listen to each other. Consider meditation a safe place to be in conversation with your radical impulses towards freedom, whatever they are. Whenever you accept a wild impulse of freedom and let it permeate your body with energy, attention gets attracted towards Xoxo. The subtle dimension of your life force and vibrant serenity emerges. Another key to freedom is to let meditation be a safe place to explore, where any and all feelings are allowed and you can let any thought or emotion come without editing it or controlling it. You don't care what thoughts come and go, and you don't try to remember them. All you need to do is make a simple decision. I won't act on any thought or emotion that comes during meditation. You give freedom to meditation by letting it be its own separate state of awareness, in which your body-mind systems can explore new patterns of connectedness. Then after meditation, with a clearer mind, you can make time for decisions. Love that one. I've been repeating that and kind of puzzle piecing my life with that in mind recently. You're not meant to suffer in this world, and if you give God, or whatever the heck you want to call it, I call it God, you can call it something completely different. You can call it the earth, you can call it the wind, I don't know. You can call it whatever you want. All religions, arts, and sciences, they're all the same tree, they're just different branches, okay? So you can call it whatever fits your vibe, but if you allow God to pour love into you simply by choosing joy every day, by choosing to be grateful and present. Because if you're living in a moment but thinking about something else when it's going to be better, or or like you're not present, you're not fully enjoying that moment, the smells, the touch, the taste, the feelings, everything of that moment. And if you're like thinking about the past or planning the future, you're taking from the present, and all that you have is the present. So when you give yourself permission to be free in the present moment, you liberate yourself. And when you liberate yourself, you're living out of love. When you're living out of love, you're receiving pure love. And God does not want you to struggle. That is not the purpose of life, is to struggle. The purpose of life is to fully liberate and live and feel God's love, all the privileges that this earth has to offer. And something that I love so much about Hawaiian culture that I've learned about since I've been here is like they're so connected with this divine planet and like the world around them and inside of them. And it's so beautiful to learn from. And it's also like, you know, there's so much privilege of resources here with food that you can grow, and seeing that, like having that, I haven't had like this many fruit trees to my access and veggies and stuff like that, and the ability to grow my own stuff ever in my life. And now that I probably have, like, you can always start a garden, a greenhouse or something anywhere, but I haven't, like, there's fruit trees all around me and whatever, but you eat the fruit and then you spit out like 10 seeds right? You eat one fruit and you spit out 10 seeds. So it's just like a confirmation of that thought of like every dollar you spend, it comes back to you tenfold, because the resources are not limited on this planet and the ideas are not limited. But when you put yourself in a circumstance to where you limit your income, you limit your time, you limit the capability of yourself, you limit your worth, that's what the universe starts to reflect, because that's how you feel. And you have these little intuitive pulls, but you don't act on them because you're scared. And I'm saying you, but I'm talking to me. I do this all the time. I have those intuitive pulls. I have that intuition, that knowledge, but then sometimes my fear gets in the way of moving in faith. And when I go back to meditation and I pull those fears away just in meditation and play with it, and also let my body centers actually talk to me. For so long, I was doing the chakra meditation and I was going through a script in my head of like Dr. Joe Dispenza kind of taught you how to do it. And I was going through the script like verbatim, and I was like, I'd sit with the energy center, I'd visualize it, the color, and then I'd say, like, for instance, my root, I'd be like, I'm secure, I'm safe, I'm stable, I'm rooted. I'd say that, and then I'd be like, okay, it's blessed, now let's move on to the next, and do that. Instead of sitting with the energy center and asking the energy center, like, okay, how do you feel right now? What do you want to show me in my body? And feeling that energy center, not putting words or labels or something, feeling it and going through every one and feeling it, and then feeling them all together. My body has never felt so liberated since I've started doing that instead of my old routine of it. And you know, when you meditate, when you start this like spiritual practice and you start this inward journey, it's not going to be linear, but it's beautiful because each of those little learning lessons builds up your ability to help others, and also just like yourself, it makes you more confident in your abilities in general. And yeah, so I've recently been doing that meditation where I just feel my energy centers, and I've had like a couple times where my energy centers start to vividly paint pictures for me. Some realization that I had was, if you have a nervous system that is set up to feel comfortable in uncomfortable situations, sometimes what feels right or safe isn't always what's right or safe. Okay? So the programs and conditioning that you had as a child, your childhood development that taught you to be a certain way, isn't always what's good for you. Okay? So seeing that from a higher perspective and detaching yourself from your current situation to build what you actually want mentally, and then come back to the 3D and start to naturally put those pieces together, that's the power of consciousness creation. You're giving yourself your power back, you're liberating yourself, you're trusting in faith too. You're starting to take those steps, trusting in faith. I'm making a bathing suit bottom right now with yarn, and I'm actually starting like a little bikini bathing suit, beachwear, honestly probably like some yoga clothes as well, with slightly a rave style, I'd say. Not the bathing suits are more like siren. Yeah, siren, I would say it's like a siren. I'm hoping to get the bottoms done by today. I got the top crocheted, but I'm adding cool details, and I have other yarn and other ideas and sequins and beads, so we're getting crafty over here. I just filmed a little yoga flow. It rained and then the sun came out, and then it rained again, then the sun came out. I've got a face mask on and I'm cooking some dinner. Got some carrots, garlic, I had some cucumber, and I'm having some pasta. Good morning. It's the next day and I'm on a little walk. I'm pretty sure this is a volcano crater tube. Maybe. Might not be. But it also may be. I'm not sure if this is a great idea, but I want to explore it. For some reason, I feel like an Enderman is gonna come out and explode and start to shoot me with some bows and arrows. This is real life Minecraft. Ooh. Ooh, cool. I just love this life. I love how it's warm but cold enough for me to wear a sweatsuit. And I just, like, being in nature is my favorite thing. Cool. It's really just a tunnel. It's just a tunnel. Whoa. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, it goes out on that side. People be like, this is what life is. What's all this extra hoopla? I'd be like, I have literally no idea. I'm not doing any of that extra hoopla. Do not count me in. FOMO? No. Phobia. Fear of being involved. I'll be here if you need me. I love this little brown stuff. This reminds me of my childhood in Florida, this stuff. I want to be right there on that cliff edge. I was not expecting that, but if you play with fire, you get burned. I was dancing for her, and then she splashed me. But that's okay. It was honestly like a playful little, like, flirty, like, that's how I'm taking it. You see those waves, though? You see how they're, like, barely splashing up? There was one wave that, for real, look at that big, massive wave coming in. Maybe that one's gonna be... Not even. It had to be bigger than that big, massive wave that just came in. That's why you never turn your back on the ocean, because you really have no idea what she's capable of. And you could be standing on these cliffs and, like, she'll pull you in. She'll pull you in. The ocean is genuinely insane. It's just, like, large, vast, who knows what. It's just like space, you know? Who knows what? And now I'm gonna bring up the megalodon because I believe in the megalodon. No one else can feel it for you. Okay, so y'all saw my fruit bowl. My other snacks of choice. This coconut yogurt. I've never had anything quite like this coconut yogurt, okay? To go with it, I love, like, a plain yogurt with honey. I also love to add some chocolate. I got 73% cacao with hazelnut. I'm a little offended. They didn't have any Kona chocolate, which is weird because, you know, it's like Big Island. This chocolate's from Madagascar, so, but it's good. I've never tried this. You can tell the place that I went to is like a healthy place. I'm gonna go to ecstatic dance, I think. I'm kind of late. I'm scared. I'm nervous. It's my first time going, okay? And it's like a dance thing nearby me that a lot of people go to, and it's like no talking, okay? So I'm not really sure. I've never done something like this. But it's apparently like what's poppin' here, okay? So I'm excited. I've heard lots of great things about it. Yeah, I'm gonna get dressed and then we're gonna go. The ecstatic dance was so fun. I didn't want to record it because it's like, there's certain things that you just don't record here. That's like a community event and you just, like, people don't want to be recorded. This is my new favorite blue. And with the black, like, I can't get over it. That blue with the black, and the navy out there. It's such a good color combo. Look how beautiful. And the little tide pools and the rain. That's a perfect little type of function for someone like me. Perfect. Perfect music, perfect vibe, perfect amount of silliness and like non-judgment. Perfect. And perfect amount of like sex aura as well. Like let loose for yourself. Wild woman energy in that room. I loved it. And there's yoga usually beforehand. I'm gonna try to make the yoga next week. And also, but the dance is like 3 hours. I'm not gonna stay for three hours. There's no way I'm staying for 3 hours. But I could definitely do the yoga and then stay for like an hour and a half. Maybe I could stay for 3 hours. Maybe. But that's the perfect type of place for someone like me. No talking. Vibes. Loved. 10 out of 10. Okay, y'all, that's this video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below your favorite color. I'm Snow White. I love you so much, and I'll be back soon.